Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. For supportive oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Stacey DeMarco. Good. All right, we're going to do relationship first, single second, and we'll see where that goes. Oracle cards come out where needed. I think I usually say that. So the realization card came out, but it came up right side up, so that's good. There's a phase shift here. I'm noticing it with your partner, though. The phase shift happens with your partner. They've got the World card. And it's one of those things where, when I'm feeling them, they've got the King of Swords, the realization card where they're standing. The World card is what's actually happening. And I can't pick it up. There we go. All of this coming together, I feel like there's a very strong leader quality here. I'm getting a very strong leader quality on their side. Like they're realizing it's time to go forward. I mean, it's the king, but still, I'm getting like a very strong, like it's time to go forward. It's time to take flight feeling here, and they're realizing it's time to move, and they're making the phase move forward. They're pushing it forward, accepting it needs to happen. Their challenge card, though. See, I feel like this is the big thing with this reading. Their challenge card is the Tower card. What I'm getting is like either they get on the ball and move forward, or they step on the ball and fall on their ass. Which, the way I'm feeling about that is kind of like, if you get on the ball, it's like you're ready for it, you're looking at it, you know what you need to do. It's like somebody balancing on a ball, but they know how to do it. They know how to do it, because not all of us can balance on a ball. I don't even know if I can, quite frankly. I wouldn't try, personally. But it's kind of like if you know what you're doing, and you know how to do it, and you're looking at it, and you're ready, and you jump on that ball, and you can balance it and do what you got to do. But if you're not looking at it, and you just end up stepping on it, it's going to take you right off your feet, and you're going to be right on your back. It's not going to be fun. That's the difference between the two of these. The change will happen, is what they're saying. But if they're more on board and like, all right, it's time to do it, I see it, let me get on it, let me do it. That's success. If they kind of just let it kind of happen, the change will happen. It may be quite painful, but it will still happen either way. I almost feel like that's your energy coming in with it too, by the way. The Seven of Cups and the Gratitude are your challenge cards. When this opportunity comes in, when this change comes in, if you're all about it and you're like cheering them on and like, let's just get it done, let's do it. If you're like that support behind it, this is Cancer, yeah. If you're supporting it, like it's time for the phase to happen, it's time to do it. If you can back it and be very like grateful, like this is going to go well, this is going to go into that. If you can do your best with that, I'm getting your partner is going to do better with this. Your energy pushing forward and like, yes, let's do this, it's going to be great, and encouraging them and cheering them on for whatever that's worth brings a lot of strength forward. You will create that Ace of Swords, excuse me, and the Eight of Wands. Like, you make things go a lot smoother, a lot quicker. It's just kind of like, all right, it's time to get on the ball. Let's do it. Here's the ball. Let's go. You can do this. You got it. Let's keep going. Like, you make it happen so, like, you're aware. You're keeping them aware of it. You're like, hey, ball. The ball's there. Make sure you, come on, pay attention to the ball. Get on the ball. Let's get the ball going. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's make this change happen. It's almost a little militant. I'll give you that. But it makes things happen. Keeps things going forward. Makes it a lot smoother. It kind of takes a lot of the stress off of your partner to like, should I do it now? Should I not? How do I want to do this? Like you cheering them on and getting them going. It's like, oh, okay, gotta get on the ball. Oh, it's right there. Okay, let me get on. Okay, here we go. Just like they just seem to like think about it less and do more about it. They do more and think less is what they do, which is good for this situation is what I'm getting. In truth, I feel like you're looking at the situation like, you know, things change. You just kind of have to handle it. It's not really about wanting it or not wanting it. It's kind of in the middle for you. It's like, yeah, it's a good thing, but it's really changing things that I don't want to, but good things are going to replace that. I don't know. It's kind of like moving, like, It's like if your family lives like 10 or 15 miles down the road, it's like you're moving. It's like you're moving like on the opposite side of them, pretty much the same distance away from them. It's not really changing a lot, but it's a lot of work to go through. It's kind of like, yeah, it's still good. It's a new house, but I like the house I was in, but that's fine. It's not a bad thing. It's not changing anything it's not making anything worse. I don't know where that is coming from, but I'm looking here for an eagle. I keep seeing an eagle, and I'm not seeing it. I just saw it again. I don't know where the picture's coming from. I don't see it down here. Like I'm seeing like a bald eagle head, and I'm getting a lot of strength with that. I'm getting like it's time to command things. It's trying to move things forward. I'm getting it on your partner side. I don't know where it's coming from because I don't see the eagle head anywhere on any of these cards. So I don't know where that's coming from. I swear it was just there. It's happened like 2 or 3 times so far. It is time for your partner to move forward. And it's almost like to you the change is kind of like, well, it's not really ahead any, but it's not behind any. It's like it's fine. It's moved. To you, it's not really changing your life greatly, is what I'm getting, or at least like whatever you lose, you gain back in a different way, if that makes sense. So you end up it evens out for you. Like if I'm going to lose this, this, and that, but I'm going to gain this, 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 and that. So it's a balance. You know what I mean? It's like for as much I lose is as much I gain. That's what it is. For your partner, though, it seems to change things in a social sense. 3 of Cups pop in. Things are much better for them. They have more possibilities coming in. It is time for them to do that. They need to realize this. They need to realize it's time for them to do this. Social aspirations are better. This is better for them, which is also in turn better for you. It's going to bring more opportunities to them, which is going to improve this relationship. Things that they're improving for them also improve for you. This is very good. The problem I'm seeing here is that if they're not careful, they're going to have a hard time making this decision. And they got the 5 of Cups there. I almost feel like it's hard for them to move forward because there's a lot of changes here. But there's a lot of positive things that are going to come out of this. I just feel like if they keep moving forward, like they do have the 4 of Pentacles here, and it's not a bad thing that they're thinking about things, but that they don't really want to let go of some of the things that they're moving from. It's okay to want to hold on to certain aspects, but they need to accept the change and move forward because that's the dominant card here. I feel like it's going to happen. If the more they fight it, the more they're going to have that tower effect. The more they go with it, the more they're just going to go forward with the phase. Holding on a little bit and looking at what they left behind and realizing, I want to pull this back into my future. I don't want to let go of everything. I want to bring some of this back into my future. That's good. But they have to be careful not to dwell on what's gone. Certain things, a phase has passed and certain things have moved on. True, but it's holding on to the future, moving towards the future, and not getting hung up on the past. That's kind of the challenge for them. This is a good movement forward. It will happen either way. I really feel like embracing it is better. Acknowledging what they don't like leaving behind, that's good. But not letting them stick to it and just hold to it and kind of, wallow in it, if you will, that's not going to help. That's going to cause more problems for them. That could cause more of a tower moment because the situation will change. So, kind of like, for example, if the house they're leaving, there's memories of childhood or memories of raising the children or raising children or something like that, taking mementos, taking pictures, putting together a book and having those memories for them is good. That's something active they can do to hold on to the past so that they can have those memories still. Like, for example, I know some people do that thing in the closet where they mark how tall a kid is at, 1 month, 2 months, 1 year old, 2 year old, 2.5 years old. Like every time they grow a significant amount, they mark it on the corner of the, what do you call it? Like it's a little bar there on the side of the closet. If you can take that bar, you can remove it, do it. If you can take a picture of it just so you can remember it, that'd be cool too. I'm just kidding. Take the memories, take the information you can, let go of the past, but take any memories you can with you. Anything you can bring back into the future, that's great, but not to dwell on it and be stuck in it is the challenge. take what you can, what you can physically take, from the past into the future. Do that, even if it's just a memory, like taking pictures of something that you're no longer going to have anymore as memories. Then do that, but don't hold on or drag your feet to stay in that energy, or for them anyway, it's them more dragging their feet because they don't want to leave that energy. That's not going to work. And I think that's what we're good with for that. It's better to go with it than to go against it. And if they're hung up on something, just like bringing that momentum or having memento or memory, creating a picture or something so they can remember it later, that's better. Then they can release it. But trying to hold on to it, that's just going to work against them. I think that's the whole thing. I think I've said it a lot, though, so I think that's good. All right, so I think that's what we have for Cancer and relationships. Let's go into Cancer, single Cancer. What do we have for single Cancers? Let's get some information for single Cancers. What do we have coming forward for single Cancers? We're almost there, I think. Getting a little bit of resistance, so I'm going to do a side shuffle here. Okay. This is single Cancers. Ooh. King of Pentacles. So don't get caught up in the gender. This is somebody, I feel like this is somebody coming in from the environment. I feel like this is one of the options around you. Don't get caught up in the gender. It could be male, female, other, whatever you got going on there. Whatever fits. But it's basically somebody that's a slow mover, very dedicated, they have boundaries. This is a person with boundaries. And like if they're like, I can see you from 5:30 till 6:45 on a Wednesday, they mean that. But I also see like that might be how it starts, but it'll build and grow as time goes on. This is somebody I feel like is very deliberate about their time. I'm getting a time thing with this person, which I know this is general, so I'm surprised that's coming through. But like if they have so much time, they'll give you the time they said, but not anymore. And it's best to just let them set it. If they say it's like an hour and 15 minutes, then it's an hour and 15 minutes. But it'll be quality is what I'm getting. Yeah, that's good. I feel like it's a time thing. I do feel like it's a time thing. There's a lot of energy trying to pull something forward. A lot of energy trying to pull something forward. You got the Nine of Wands in the past with the Ace of Swords at the bottom and the Knight of Wands at the top. The Knight of Wands, especially where it's coming in this reading, it's kind of like the urge to get things to go faster. I don't feel like this is quick in, quick out. Not in this situation, not where they're showing up, not where that Knight is showing up. It's like the urge to get things to go faster, the urge to just go and get it done and connect and enjoy life. And I'm getting communication between you and this person should be easy. When it happens, communication should be fairly easy. In the sense of like you can say what you want, they say how they feel about it. Open and honest communication. Not that they're going to go along with exactly what you want, but they'll tell you where they stand and how they feel and what they're willing to do. That's the open and honest communication that I'm seeing here. Because I'm getting the Three of Pentacles and the Star card here. There's a lot of work because I feel like you have to work it out with them. You want to see this person, you want to get to know them. You're not really sure, I feel like, when this starts, if this is really going to go very far because you're like, it doesn't seem like they have a lot of time to spend with me. I'd like to go out on a certain night and spend the night with them or just go do this, go do that. They're giving me like an hour and 15 minutes. And you're like, how much fun can you really have in an hour and 15 minutes? Enough to find out if you match with this person or not. It's worth it. Because I feel like that's what this person's coming toward you with. It's like a smaller window than usual. They just want to know how you match. They want to see how it is and then step back and then just kind of think it over and see if they think you match with them or not, or vice versa. Because there's a lot. What I'm getting here with the Seven of Cups in the environment, like they have a lot of options, but they don't care about that because they also have realization here. They don't care if they have 5 people, 50 people, or 2 people that are interested in them. It's inconsequential to them because they need somebody who's going to be more patient, more okay and conducive with their pace. Somebody that they can match with and actually get to know over time. They don't care how many people are interested. It really doesn't seem to have an effect on them. They just want to find somebody who's attractive to them, that they're attracted to. Wait a minute. There's mutual attraction. Let's do that. I know they said that wrong. And they want to start getting to know somebody like that. They want to have fun, but they want to have fun with somebody, but they want somebody who's not just about fun. They want somebody who's kind of like, it's good to have fun, it's good to hang out, but at a certain time of night, we should call it quits so that tomorrow we can wake up refreshed, so we don't end up staying out too late. Like, they want somebody who's more practical but yet fun. They like to have fun but within constraints. They're very much a boundaries person is what I'm getting. I'm getting that boundaries again. So it's almost like the first test, if you will, and it's not like meant to be a test, but I feel like it literally is one. If you're okay with the restrictive time, and like when they have time for you, like they're all in with it, but it's like within that time, if you're cool with that, like that's the first step. If you can deal with that, they're going to already take you very seriously. And then it's about, how do your personalities mesh? Do you get along? Do you have fun with each other? Can you laugh together? Like, is it relaxing to be around each other? Is it boring to be around each other? Is it stressful to be around each other? That's what they're looking to find out next. I'm getting, when this does happen, if this goes forward, because when it starts off, it seems to be very doubtful, because it's kind of like, I feel like when you're going into it, you're like, I don't even know if this is going to work. I don't know if I really want to. They seem to be edging it forward, and you're kind of like, yeah, I feel like your energy is like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. Why not? Even if it's just an hour and 15 minutes. It could be a good dinner, and then I can watch a movie afterwards. Why not? It might be fine. Let's do that. Why not? Takes off a lot of stress on your side too, for some reason, because it's kind of like, well, I know it's not going to go any farther than that. But that's okay. I'll give it a shot. And I just feel like you're not over the moon about this initial, how it's going. Like, it's the limited time. It's kind of like, is this really even worth it? You'd like it to go faster. I do feel like you kind of go along with it, though. I do feel like for most of you that this is connecting with anyway. You go along with it and it happens. This is about the moment when it happens, because I don't feel like you're not falling all over yourself about the date, because you're like, it's kind of limited to begin with. I'm not sure how fun it will actually be, but we'll see how it goes. I got surrender with the Knight of Pentacles for how this goes. I do feel like it's a good time, and I feel like it's one of those evenings that you don't want to really end. It's ending way too quick, but I feel like you're noticing that they're feeling the same way, but they are very like, I have things to do, I gotta go, so I'm sorry, but that's why I said this time, I can afford that much time, but now I gotta go. But you're understanding that they would like to actually spend more time with you as well. And I feel like it's almost like one of those dates where it's a very short date, hour, 15 minutes, something like that, hour and 15 minutes. But at the end of it, like, they're giving you signals like, next time we'll have to plan for more time, or next time I'll have to plan for more time, or next time we'll have to do this, or something like that. They're giving you that next time cue, and they're also making it obvious that they would like to spend actually more time with you next time. I see the surrender card with this. I actually feel that's mutual, in the sense of like, you're kind of like, all right, you're restricted. You got to go with certain things. You got to do certain things. I understand. You seem to be okay with it. They seem to want to spend more time with you, and they're kind of like, yeah, I want to see if I can make more of this. As it keeps going forward, I'm getting the Sun card with the Knight of Pentacles. This is one of those things where the easier it is for you to, like, the easier they find you to deal with them, because it seems like their lives are really, this person's life is really restricted. The easier it is for them to work things out with you, the more you get. And it's not like you're bending over backwards. You don't have to do that. But just kind of like, yeah, I understand you have a busy life, so like, let me know what you got available and I'll see what I can work with. I feel like that's what you're kind of doing. Like, whatever's coming up the next week or so, let me know what times you have available and I'll see if I can match it up. And it's just kind of like being conducive like that. Like, I want to too, I want to see you too. So whatever times you can give me, I'll see what I can do with. Even if you have restrictions, you might even share your restrictions. Like maybe on Thursdays and Wednesdays, those are kind of rough days for me. But any other day, let me know what time you have available, and I'll see what I can do. The Sun card pops up with the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like this is one of those things where it starts to create its own pattern. For example, there might be 1 or 2 nights a week where you start like blocking it out for each other. Like it's like your time together. once or twice a week, maybe even a little bit more than that if you can afford it, depending how busy life is, because I feel like this person's really busy, and you might be too. So 1 to 2 times a week seems realistic. If you're lucky, maybe 3, where it's like this block of time is the time you're both going to get together. This is the time you're scheduling it for each other. This is for each other. It just seems to get better and better as time goes on. I know some people don't like the scheduling like that. Other people thrive on it. This person thrives on it. So the more you're able to work with it, the more you're able to set something up, because I feel like that's what's going to happen. It's going to be like scheduled, like Tuesdays from 4:30 to 8:30 we can hang out, and Saturdays from 1 p.m. till 7 or 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. we can see each other then. Like, you got these 2 times, and you always make time for each other. You always make sure that doesn't change. That seems to be where that goes, and I just feel like it builds from there, because as time goes on, after a few months probably, I feel like it's going to even evolve more. But to start off, I feel like that's what happens. And I think that's it. All right, I'm going to shut that down there. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.